Hello, everyone. I get this question asked a lot, and I see it in a lot of dental forums. And the answers that I see are sometimes just plain stupid sometimes. And the question is, from a practice owner usually, shall I get a hygienist or not, or a health therapist, or something on the line? This hygienist I interviewed is she's asking, or they are asking for this much pay. Is it worth getting one? And you'll see answers like, oh, for this money, I would rather get a dentist. I would rather do this. I wouldn't pay this for a hygienist. I would rather have a dentist in my practice. They do a lot more. And to be honest, all those answers are very, very stupid because it really depends on the practice and the owner. And I wanna give you my opinion on that because I have been in that situation as a solo practitioner, as a small family practice, and as a larger privately owned practice. And each practice has different requirements. I want to share it with you when it comes to having a hygienist or a therapist or a associate dentist, which one is better and how much you should pay for each one as well. So first, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I run an own dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Hervey Bay in Queensland. And I took it from one chair to 10 chairs, from 3 staff members to close to 40 staff members over the course of 15 years. And you can check my details below for credibility. So, number one question I would say, I would ask before even telling you you should rather get a dentist or you, for that amount of pay should get a dentist. What is your end game in practice ownership? Which means, number one, if you want to be a super solo like you are the only dentist in the practice, and it's a very good model, by the way, excellent model, because you can control a lot of things on your treatments, and you're providing excellent communication skills to your patients, you're providing extra excellent dental procedures as close to the level of specialists. You're really highly skilled solo practitioner who can do beautiful crowns, beautiful veneers, beautiful onlays, maybe have a CEREC even, maybe stepping into more aligners and doing beautiful aligner therapy, maybe doing implants, all on fours. You have like a certain niche that you're focusing on as well. You have to have a hygienist or a health therapist. It's not optional. You shouldn't be looking for an associate dentist. So to maintain your book to be as productive financially, and also you need to maintain your focus on your high-end dentistry to highest quality. You don't want to be distracted by providing scale and cleans, whitening, children treatment, things that can take away your time and your attention, because you want to keep your focus on those high-end treatments that no one else can do, that young new grad dentists cannot do, and oral HTs and hygienists can do. But the things that you can let them do is the things that will slow down your book. So by default, you should get an OHD hygienist, even two, not one. You shouldn't be looking for an associate dentist, and you should pay them whatever they pay. You should pay them the highest wage you can pay, so you can compete. Because those top quality hygienists and OHDs will usually be taken by periodontists and by orthodontists, because they provide the same service that they're going to provide to you, which is freeing your time and your attention and your skills to focus on what matters the most in your practice, which is the difficult procedures. So you should pay them as equal to those specialists or even better. And you might have to get part-timers, because if you are in cities, you'll be working part-times in different specialist group. So it's no question you have to pay them high fees and high wages. And why you shouldn't get an associate? Because the associate initially might be happy to do those treatments like scale and cleans and they taking simple treatments off your back, but eventually they want to do more. They want to learn more and they want to get more into more complex dentistry. And as a super solo, you might not have enough patience on that type of patients, type of cases to mentor and to give it to the associates. And also the associates might eventually leave because they want to open their own practice or move to another practice. But usually the hygienists or the HTs, their chance of opening their own practice is very, very low. So they might be staying with you for a long period of time and be very stable in your practice. So as a solo practice, it's a very different game. Now, you're not a super solo, you're what I call an average solo, a solo practitioner who doesn't want to do much. You want to do just very simple general dentistry. Usually your practice might not be very productive. It really doesn't matter if you get an associate or a hygienist. I'm talking about super solo. A small family practice and your end game is to have a 3-4 chair practice, nothing bigger than that. I think a mix of associates and hygienists would be good. So I would say maybe 2 dentists and 1 hygienist, or even 3 dentists and 1 OHD hygienist would be a good mix. You don't want to be just like 1 dentist, 1 associate, 1 hygienist, because if your associate leaves, then you need to find another associate and so on. If you want to run a large practice, that's when the argument of maybe a dentist might be better in this practice than a hygienist. Once you get into the 8+ chairs, again, every practice is different, but I feel like a dentist, now you're focusing on dentists who can do more things. You're not necessarily having all your dentists as super solo dentists or super solo associates. You'll have dentists who want to still have some interest in scale and cleans, interest in perio, interest in children. So I think for a larger practice, it might make more sense financially and also procedurally to have general dentists who can perform also hygiene and perform kids treatment. So in that case, if you have a hygienist requiring large wages, maybe it's better to get an associate dentist, of course, than having a hygienist with large wages. But again, I could be wrong on that. That's my own opinion. And if you have a different opinion, please share it with me. Thank you so much for listening to me. It means a lot to me. And if you will find this information helpful, make sure you like it and share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want to hear more about my videos, please subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified when more videos are released. Thank you so much.